And I'm asking the question, this is the question for today, what is the most important or hot thing happening now in the foreclosure real estate market? I know you can tell us a lot about that, but let's find out what the hottest thing is, please.
Well, you know, we've been doing the foreclosures for 13 years now. We've been doing the real estate end of it 23 years. But in foreclosures, I think right now the buzz is that we find we're kind of busier than ever. And I think what you're finding is, I think you're finding a sense of urgency. I think you're finding that you had so many people waiting on the fence that was going to say, I want to wait until I know the market's hit its bottom and it's on its way up. Well, guess what? You missed that. And people say, I want to wait till the rates are completely at their bottom so that I can capitalize on that. Well, guess what? You missed that. And so I think that everybody realizes that. It's like I'm saying I'm going to buy Microsoft when it goes down to 15. We know it's never going to do that anymore. It's finally hit over 30. And so I think when people see a movement, it makes them move. And so I think what I'm finding at the auction is there is that sense of urgency where people are wanting to buy and flip a property because they know they can get in, especially if it's vacant, get it remodeled, and it will sell right now because the market is so incredibly hot. And so I think you're finding that people realize that it's kind of the perfect storm. The elements are hot right now. Now, for people looking to buy and hold, or for people buying to live in the property, you've got the challenge not so much of the market, but the interest rates. So the interest rates have raised almost a full point in the last 2 months. In fact, really the last month. Yeah. So just not so long ago, you could get an owner-occupied rate at about 3.3 and a non-owner occupied rate at about 4.2, actually below 4. You could get a non-owner occupied. And right now, they're both in the 4s. And we expect to see another little dip down, but I think what's happening is the banks are more confident and the economy is that much more confident. And so I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see, a slow rise in interest rates and a slow rise in prices. And everybody wants to jump on that bus before that happens so they can walk into equity or they can walk into positive cash flow.
This is sounding really good. It actually sounds like it's kind of the time because we kind of know where it's heading now.
Well, it's kind of funny because we've been doing this so long, we probably always say, oh, now's the best time. But, people a long time ago would say, well, gosh, now's the time to buy because prices are at their ultimate low. But there was that fear again that how much could they go lower? Like, I think we're still experiencing that in parts of Arizona, Las Vegas, and Southern California, although I think everyone feels that they're up from a year ago. Some of that might be self-inflated because of hedge funds or whatever. I mean, is the market truly better in those markets? Are prices truly going up? I think in the Northwest, in our market here, I think they truly are. And so I think that people realize that, and particularly for people that are going to buy to live in these properties, I mean, a difference in an interest rate for 1 point could make a huge difference on their payment. Really could. Right. And that's why it's important to lock that in now because we might not never see these rates again. Right.
So now's the time. And thanks a lot for joining me today, CH. And again, this is Foreclosure Talk with Christopher Hall of Vestus. And we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, Stefan. Good to see you.
Thank you.